Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody this morning? I'm so glad to see you here, Sarah, bright and early. And Charlene, welcome into the cottage. And there's my Mary King. Mary, I did I send out your cup yet? Did it go? I'm. I think it went. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, see, it might not be that one. Wait, let me see. Sometimes when you're organized, you're just too darn organized. Mary King, 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 Mary King is not on this one. Okay. So, where, where did Mary go? She had a little lamb, and it followed her to school one day. I don't think I wrote it in the book yet. Let's see. Yes, to Arkansas. So let me check the Virginia, Arkansas, Monette, Arkansas. It should be delivered Friday. So you should get a package Friday. Or your 1,000, my 1,000 subscriber gift. Yeah, going to the Carrot Patch. There's my Kim G and Gabriella. Good morning. And Luann, how are you doing this morning? Jaden is here. And Paula Mulford is here. Regina Provenzano. My favorite name. And Len is here. Catching her live while on my lunch break at the farm horses. The farm horses are put away. Okay. The horses are all put away. That's good. It's too hot for them. Len, where are you? What state are you in? And me, I'm in a state of confusion, but I'm talking about the 50. And Nellie is here. Sometimes Nellie can't make it on Sundays, so she always sends me, sorry I couldn't make it. And it's just fine whenever you pop in. It just makes me smile. There's Dawn P. Welcome in. And Suzanne. Did we establish whether that was Suzanne or Susan? Suzanne. We didn't. Len says, hello, hello, hello. Lurking and cleaning house. Dawn P is always moving. I think that's how she stays so slim. And Michelle D. Okay, Michelle D. I still owe you something, my dear, but I'm pretty sure I have your address in California. Is that correct? There's my Brandon. How are you feeling today, dear? Oh, Regina, thank you so much. That means it's mutual. Did your letter arrive yet? I don't think so. Oh, yes, it did, Sarah. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And I'm not going to share it because I did one of those. You're mine. You're mine for the rest of your life. Did you know that? I have stuck you in a corner of my heart. There's Nessa. Hello, Nessa. I'm glad that you took a minute to stop by and say hello. Thank you very much. Okay, Michelle, I do have your address. It's Michelle M that I don't have her address. Lurking and making a purse. Oh, Shirley. Gosh, Shirley, you do beautiful work. I've been looking at some of your stuff, and you're outside my realm, I'll tell you. Suzanne. Okay, Suzanne. Thank you. Suzanne. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And Leanie is stopping in to say hello, and I think her name is Eileen because we talked about this before. Then there's Russell and Skip, but I'm not going into the dance today, okay? It's just his sister Eileen. Welcome in, Eileen. Brandon, I'm glad that you are doing better today. I pray for you a lot. I wish I was thin. I don't know if I said thin. I think I said slim. That covers a multitude of thins. Dawn. And there's my other friend, Antoinette Lacovetti. Those are names I love. Rita Pacheco, Antoinette Lacovetti, Regina Provenzano. Okay, joining 80 squares together for a queen size blanket for your bed. Oh, you know what? I never would have gotten through the first 8 squares. I helped my sister make a granny square blanket for her grandson. She made all of the squares and started putting the squares together in strips, and it got too boring for her, and she is a very creative person, but she's creative in different areas. Crocheting is not one of her happy places. So I stitched the strips together and finished up the last few, and that was, I feel like, granny blanket, it's a one and done. And I really give credit to Ursula, OM Granny Squares, for all that she does with them. She is absolutely remarkable. If you've not been over to her channel, it's called OMG Annie Squares, OM Granny Squares. Her name is Ursula, and she lives in South Africa. And she doesn't always get to come on because they have what they call load sharing. And so they have brownouts or blackouts with their electricity. And I really haven't seen her for a while, so I don't know what's going on with all that stuff going on in South Africa. I hope she's okay. Um, anyway, went down that rabbit hole, Sarah. Sarah has 4 bunny legs done. Woohoo! Good for you, Sarah. You're sewing it right together right now. A square blanket, 130 squares? No way. Now, see, maybe the big 9-inch squares I could do, Antoinette, but you use your sewing machine and a walking foot. Yeah, walking foot, I have used that on quilting before, but I never thought to sew the squares together, your crocheted squares. There's KK. I got tears in my ears from lying on the floor and crying over you. I got tears in my ears from laying on the floor and crying over you. Now, she does not like that music, and I cannot figure out why. It's one of my favorite tunes. Mr. Bean was born this morning at 4 o'clock. The crafty gypsy. Mr. Bean, is that your grandson, Jessie? She took a break from YouTube, Nessa. She may have because she had some stuff going on. So, Suzanne, I miss Ursula too. Yeah, I do too. Well, hello, Rita. Classic rock. Let's see, 80s. What was I doing in the 80s? 70s and 80s was, I don't even want to go there. You love the song, Sally? I was a poor girl from out in the country. He was a big city slicker guy. I thought that I had found true love, but he had his bald head up in the sky. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love, but you met another and you was gone. That's right. That's right, KK. Oh, and I hope you didn't come in the middle of that one. Michael, you got my best side. Oh, shoot. You know, this is Wacky Wednesday, and you never know what you're going to get here. Frozen Stone. That name eludes me every darn time, and I should know it. Oh, this brain of mine. Angela. Why can't I remember that? Our hearts are like a frozen stone until God gets a hold of them and sends his angel. And so Angela will be the frozen stone. Maybe I can remember it that way. Nellie, you got to be kidding me with this voice. I don't make music, I make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Jetton, hello, Carrie. I love you. And Helen is here today. I am so glad. Helen, I think I owe you something and have not gotten it to you yet. Or maybe I did send it. I did send it to you. I still owe Claire and Gemma. Oh gosh, today is Juneteenth, isn't it? Hi, y'all coming in. It's going to be that kind of a day, Kim. Yeehaw. Ellie, hi, Missy. I can't stay too long, but I'll stay as long as I can. Hi to everyone in the chat. That's all I ask for is you come in, leave your thumb, and say howdy do. Yes, you have Renee. Okay. And there's my love, Sunita. Sunita. What did I just do with that paper? See, it's that kind of day. It is that kind of day. Ah, I'm telling you. Did I stick it in here? Those are the old ones. Well, now you know I just had it. It didn't fall on the floor. And I just checked Arkansas, and so I know I have it readily. And I don't think I dropped it back here, but I very well could have. Nope. Nope. Oh, well. Anybody see where that slip went? Because I have no clue. And it was a big one. It was like almost $100 this time. Almost. Well, you don't want to see me ruffle through papers. Oh, here it is, stuck in the book. Woohoo! Okay, who am I looking for? Sunita in Illinois. Something went out to Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Something went to Columbus, Georgia. Something went to Norfolk, Virginia. That was to Dory Doodles. Something went to Monette, Arkansas. That was the one we just talked about. Elko, Georgia. Joliet. And should come Friday the 21st. So, Sunita, my darling, watch the mail. I'll have a margarita for you. Catching up with old colleagues in about 45 minutes. Okay, so while you're here, Sunita, we're going to give away a cake for Kim's birthday on Sunday, and Jerry's birthday was yesterday, and there's a bunch of birthdays. Sending love to all. Our middle child, a daughter, was 13 yesterday, and younger brother is 11 on Friday. We all love Renee. Renee is special. Okay, coming in. Okay, we're giving away a cake, and all you have to do is write the word cake and tell me which cake you prefer. Would you like cake number 1? And this is a comfy cotton cake by Lion Brand. It is called Driftwood, and it's got blues and browns and dark browns and creams, and it's a marled. It's very, very pretty. It's considered a lightweight 3, which I probably would agree. It's a lightweight 3. There is 292 yards in this cake, and it's 50 cotton, 50 polyester. Cake number 1. Cake number 2 is a Lion Brand Mandala Ombre with 2 candles. It is the colorway Mantra, blues and greens and shades thereof. This one has 344 yards, and it is 100% acrylic. Cake number 2. Or would you like cake number 3? And this is a Karen from Inspirations. This is a Karen cupcake. This is an oldie but a goodie. It makes the cutest little hats. And this, it even has the pattern in there for you. This one is called Tangerine Dream because it's got tangerine in it. And it is 100% acrylic and 244 yards for birthday cake number 3. So if you will put in the chat cake and a number of if you want birthday cake number 1, birthday cake number 2, or birthday cake number 3. Please. Denisha's here, and Ellen came in. Welcome. And Ellie came in. On your mark, get set, go. Cake 1, cake 2, cake 3. Which is your choice? Let me get them up here so you can see. Cake 1, cake 2, cake 3. Gonna be a good day. Be my light crochet. Be my light. Be my light. I have to look that one up. I think I'll go with cake number 2, says Ellie. The Karen, the mandala, or the cotton? Mary King says 1, please. And Denisha says, I don't want cake. I just want a margarita. Denisha. I'm going to have to get Bonnie in here. Patricia. Okay. Be my light. Be my light. Be my light. Pat on, pat off. Be my light. Pat on, pat off. Okay. Be my light, pat. Okay. Thank you, Patricia. Do you mind if I call you Pat, or would you rather Patricia? Well, you said Patricia, so I'll call you Patricia. Okay, Patricia, do you have a number you'd like? Cake 1, cake 2, or cake 3? Stone is Angela. All right, we're going to run it. Sunita says your time is up. All right, on your mark, get set. Like how it starts slowing down and you see your name actually, and then it goes right by you. Oh, it's Angela. All right. Be my light crochet. No, that's frozen stone. Be my light is pat on, pat off. It's Patricia. Patricia wins the cake. All right, and Patricia wants cake number. Patricia. Cake number 1. All right. Oh, this is a really nice one. I was going to do something out of this, and I've never gotten around to it. And I think this is from last year, by the way. And they don't put years, manufactured years on here that I can see. Anyway, to make this scarf, it only takes this one ball. So, haha. And is the pattern in there? Nope, I don't see a pattern on the inside, Patricia, but you can go to Lion Brand website and download the pattern for free. That's one thing about Lion Brand I like, is they have their patterns. All right, so this goes out this afternoon. These get put away. All right, now, what are you guys working on? I'm the prize, Denisha? You guys have to know that Denisha and I have a special relationship. She's just more like a Siamese twin. I love that girl. Congratulations to all of you. And congratulations to Patricia. The Crochet Cabin. Well, welcome in. Patricia, you're a blessing to me. See, that I don't know that you guys understand that. God has somehow taken away, or I won't say that, because he's incapable of ugly things. God is incapable of it. So whatever comes to you that's ugly, don't blame God for it, because he's incapable. God is love. He's love, and whatever you get from him is love. Even if it looks bad at the time, it's there for a reason, to refine you or to make you aware or to slap you upside of the head and draw you closer to him. Well, whatever he does, it's always in love, because that's what God is. So, when something bad happens to you, don't blame God. And I don't even know where I was going with it. I have to confess to you that last night I sat here and I ate probably a good a handful and a half of dried tangerine slices that my sister Susie sent me, Tank, and I just could not stop eating them. And I was on a sugar overload. I slept till 10:30 this morning because I was so drowsy from a sugar overload. So if my mind wanders off today, you'll know why. Okay, let's see. The Crochet Cabin. I think I said hello to you, and I got to come up with an anagram for this one. Crochet Cabin is Kimmy. Okay. Hello, Missy. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome in. Weaving in the ends of grannies. Of course you are. You're making that granny blanket. Regina's working on a bubblegum blanket. Sally is making her giraffe, plus bazillion other things. And Um, I love you too, Denny. I love you too. Kimmy, hi, sweetie. Michael says, Michael's my boy. I know he's not a little boy anymore, but he's my boy. And he and Tony come home every Sunday for Sunday dinner. And I love it that my boys come home on Sunday. I think I dearly miss him. Sometimes Tony can't come in because um, he skirts around like Jax with that panda head on and doing the panda moves, and he doesn't refine his ninja skills. And so he works on Sundays, and because his ninja skills are a bit lacking, he can't always get away and pop in and say Heidi hi. So he's just got to practice ninja skills more. Michael, you keep him to it 15 minutes a day. An Elgin Square swap. Kim, is that with Elfin? Oh, Elfin's. Oh, that's the Christmas thing with Dana, right? Granny Squares for Project Welcome Home at Kimberly with Knit for Brains. Watch out, Charlene, because autocorrect said knit. Finishing up cleaning and everything we had to do today. Now I'm finishing a hexagon baby sweater. Ooh, I really would like to make one. And well, you saw the pages. I've got 6 pages again. Be my light. That's Pat. Thank you all and for the congratulations. And Ellie says, making stitch markers for my summer vacation time stitch marker surprise packages. Now, Ellie, you've got to send me information on that because I know nothing about your summer vacation stitch marker surprise packages. Oh, yes. Thank you, Sunita. See, if I don't know what I would do without Sunita. She is my number one person to keep me out of the rabbit hole. Sometimes she even runs in front of me and lays down over the hole, so I run over her and I don't go in the hole. And because of that, I sent her a small package of blue. And because she lets me literally run over her sometimes, and she says, "Oh, that's okay, Missy. I like it. I like doing it." I find that hard to believe because I'm basically was a very, very, very selfish person. And if y'all knew me before God got a hold of me, you wouldn't be here every week. Okay, so please, Patricia, Gmail me your address so that I can get it off in the mail. And Nellie is watching the birds at her feeder, drinking coffee and having a cinnamon roll. Now, I am assuming that the birds are outside eating at the feeder, and she is on the inside drinking coffee and having a cinnamon roll, not the birds. Denisha says, I love stitch markers. And Patricia says, yes, ma'am, Sunita, I will do that. And Michael's going into lurk mode because that boy is a busy, busy boy. Oh, there's my sister Susie. Oh, my word. She has I can't even think of the word now. Everybody has shut it out. For the 5th time, she's so tired of being sick. You know what? She has problems breathing anyway, if I'm correct, if I've kept up. And she is on oxygen and she has other things. So getting this is not going to help her at all. And Ellen is starting a baby blanket when she gets home, looking forward to the yummy yarn. Yes, yes, yes. Are you on vacation, Ellen? She's making Brandon's. I think Brandon. I'm not sure who's who, but she's making a Japanese knot bag, crocheting it. Michael, do my best. I'm telling you, Michael, 15 minutes a day is not a lot, but it really, really does it. I have to do 15 minutes a day of, well, I don't know them all in squats, and I do have a chair underneath the big load, and I only can, but my knees are just killer. You know what knees are like, Michael. Ellie says, I have posted some sneak peek photos on my community tab. Feel free to check them out. Okay, Ellie, will you, pardon me, if you want a peek at some stitch markers for summer vacation, go to Ellie's Levea's Crafts and More. Check out her community tab, and it's free. All right, Jaden says, hello, everyone. Well, hello, Jaden. Yeah, we all need to say a prayer for Tank, my sister Susie. We need to say a prayer almost every day for Sister Susie. Sujan says, I love Kimberly with Knit for Brains. I'm going to have to go check that out, I think. Nessa says, I finished up that blanket. I'm pattern testing, plus 2 shawls, plus a knotted lovey, and plus getting ready to do a doctor's appointment today. Oh my gosh. Nessa, where do you get your energy? Kim says prayers, Tank. No comment about Michael and Tony. Now, when I said exercise, I meant ninja moves. You boys behave yourselves. I don't want to know anything about that. Sunita, can you please post Ellie's link? Oh, Sujan mailed Kimberly granny squares today. Okay. Sunita, there is a mark for Ellie. What do they call those when you give a comment, a positive comment to something? There's a name for that. Prayers, Tank, sending hugs and love. She needs lots, Michelle D. Thank you. Sally, I'm so over it. I just can't take anymore. Don't you dare say that. You'll take anything the Lord gives you, and you'll just sit down and rest through it and focus on Him, because He is the breath of life. Don't say you can't take anymore. Your life is not in your hands, my love. He determines when we come and when we go. And this is way too soon, so don't even go there. Paula says, hi. Ellie Levea Crafts and More YouTube channel. And there is her seeing the birds and drinking coffee, but not seeing the birds drinking coffee, Shirley. That's what I needed to distinguish. All right, Sister Susie says, thank you, Denisha. Sally says, prayers, Tank. And Angela says, hey, Tank. Paula says, it's 87 degrees here. And KK is sending love and prayers. And that woman, you can count on those prayers going up probably right about now. And Ellie's thanking Denisha and Sunita for the, what do you call that? Come on, somebody's got to know. When you do a commercial for somebody that, oh, shoot, the name's right here. See, there went up a prayer right there. Denisha sent one up. Those are arrow prayers. Tank, healing, in Jesus' name, amen. That's it. That's it. And there's one from Michael. Back to lurking and working. Bye, Michael. Hello, Michael. Goodbye, Michael. I love you, Michael. Designing a top. So far, so good. Don't have enough energy. Sweetheart, none of us have enough energy, but use it wisely now because it gets less and less. And when you hit 77, there's enough to turn the computer on. Oh, there's another lady that will pray for you too, Tank. Um, Gabrielle at Yarn Inspired. She is a very close cohort with our God. She talks to him and he listens. Kim is giving some good advice. Mary King's offering up prayers. Jolene says, I hope you feel better. Use one of the cooling towels. Yeah, that's good. Charlene. Mary and Jolene, Ellie. There's Froggy went a knitting. I'm praying, Miss C. There are a lot of people who came in here that aren't what they should be. I'm sorry. Um, well, you know what, Denisha? This is a good place for them to be because they're going to hear all about all the good stuff. Because that's all that's allowed in here is the good stuff. A promotion? Yes, a promotion. When you do a promotional, that's a good word, Shirley. It's not a shout out. That's a good one too, but that's not what's in this head. It's. I think it starts with the letter C, but I'm not sure. Publicity, a review, an endorsement. See, I told you it starts with the letter E. Um, an endorsement. Yes, Anita did an endorsement for Ellie's stitch markers. She said, I like them. I can always count on you guys to give me the right answers. Sending prayers and hugs. I pray the medicine will be helpful while we wait for the miracle. You betcha. And you know what? Coincidence. Coincidence is a miracle in which God prefers to remain anonymous. Think about that one today. Well, we still have a half an hour. Michael says, Tank, I don't pray, but I will lift you up. You know what, Michael? Whatever you do will be good because you are a good guy. I have faith in you. See, that's what I like about my sister Susie. She never takes anything seriously. Okay, I have to thank Sandra Weinstein, who is not in the chat today. I was hoping she'd come in today, but her pastor passed away, and she contacted me. I'm sure I have told you this story before because I do tend to repeat myself. And she contacted me and said, I'd like to adopt a bunny for my pastor's wife because my pastor passed away and she's really feeling down. So I made a bunny for her. I didn't let her adopt it because anyone who's sweet enough to have that much honor for their pastor and wife should not have to pay for some bunny for the pastor's wife to remind her that somebody loves her. And in appreciation, she sent me some happy mail last week, and I was hoping that she was here today because she sent me these eyes. I'm telling you, if it was not attached to my head, I mean my shoulders, I would lose my head. Now, I know, I know that they're here because I just had them. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous, folks. Anyway, she sent me some eyes, and the side of the package. KK, I love you. Nothing wrong with repeating yourself. Some of us don't listen well the first time, and we need things repeated. Anyway, she sent me some eyes that were real sparkly, and the end of the package that I showed you had an eye about that big on it. And she texted me back and she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry for sending those to you. I didn't realize they were so big, but I want to show you." And this I do have, and I can pull it up right now. I put eyes in this one. Can you see that beautiful eye? Oh, I'm telling you, it is just the perfect eye for this somebody. And it is absolutely gorgeous, and it just makes this somebody pop. So don't ever feel bad about giving love to someone. Even if it's a muddy old leaf that you've picked up out of the mud puddle and brushed it off and you gave someone, that leaf is proof positive that the Big Bang Theory is a theory full of knit. And God made everything. God made everything. And then you look at that leaf and just how marvelous it is, and how everything is in that leaf from when it comes out as a bud to when it opens up as a green leaf and then turns yellow and rust colored, red and rust colored, and dies and falls off. It is one of those coincidences that is really a miracle in disguise. Those eyes are beautiful, aren't they, Sarah? You may need a break, Michael. Pink can do that. Are you working on Pink? Oh, Sister Susie, talking about tea, I have to tell you, uh, being a teacher before I retired, when parents find out that you like tea, you get tea for every holiday. You get tea for Christmas. You get tea for teacher appreciation day. If they know when your birthday is, you get tea for birthday. End of the year, you get tea. I think I have one of those big blue tubs full of tea. And cups. You get bunches of cups. A cup filled with tea bags. But what I wanted to tell you was she sent me the eyes. She sent me 3 packages of eyes and noses and mouths for somebody's. And she said, I got another package coming, but it isn't here yet. So it came. And it's lime green. It's got a lime green handle like mine. And but look at this bunny. It says somebody loves you. Oh, everybody loves Miss C's cottage. This cup made me so happy. That's 3 beautiful cups that I have gotten from you. Sarah, I taught at a private preparatory school in Ocala, and it went from 3-year-olds up to high school, through high school. And we guaranteed that if you put your child in my class at the 3-year-old level, at the basic level, and left them with us until they graduated, that we would put them in any college that they chose. So good was our curriculum. And I think it was because we started at the primary level with 3s and 4s. People that have to go back to work have to put their children somewhere, and we encouraged um, the elite in Ocala, the doctors, the lawyers, the insurance people, anyone who had the upper class, unfortunately, because it was a private prep school. We encouraged those people to come and visit our school and see what we did in our classrooms, and to see if it was worth charging the tuition that we were forced to charge. And we had, I think we only had at the max maybe 120 students, but we had a 4-year-old level. No, Sally, it's no longer open, and I won't tell you why, because I don't diss on people. I won't tell you why, but it's no longer open. Um, but I assisted at the 4-year-old level, and I realized that a lot of 4-year-olds were coming in and not knowing their colors or their letters or any concepts, big, small, round, flat, in front of, behind. They didn't know those things. So, and our curriculum was an advanced curriculum. Starting at the 4-year-old level, they were being taught kindergarten things. Now, if you don't have a level below that to get them to master those skills to go into the K4 or pre-K4, the kindergarten level, you're fighting a double battle. You have those kids that can and those kids that cannot. So I went to the board and I said, what if we open up a pre-K3 level for 3-year-olds and just teach them at a primary level their colors, their numbers, the letters, the letter sounds, um, the days of the week, just the primary things, the 4 seasons, and I incorporated those in a monthly theme. And we backed the K4 curriculum down to a K3 level, and um, and we had a rubric of what they knew when they came in, basic level skills that they needed to know by, say, December, skills they had to master before they could go to the K4 level. And then I had skills that I introduced to them just at an introductory level, so that when they got to K4, she took my mastery skills, the skills that they had mastered, and built on those, because learning is building blocks. And she built on those. The skills that they were introduced to, they mastered at the K4 level. And then she had introductory skills that she passed on to the kindergarten. And those mastered skills were built on in kindergarten. And those introduction skills in K4 were mastered before they left K4, or those mastered skills that they mastered in K4 were built on in kindergarten. The ones that she introduced in K4 were mastered in kindergarten. And that's how we just did that step system until when they graduated from our high school, they had a portfolio that was able to get that student in any college that they chose, because we did service projects, we did community projects, we did in-school projects, we did a week-long intensive learning on one theme at the end of the first semester and the end of the second semester at the end of the year, and all classes participated at their level in that theme. One was a medieval fair, and I was teaching art at the time, and we made coins. We cut cardboard into circles, and then we used dimensional paint, and we painted Caesar's head on it and a number, and they looked as though they had been, I don't know if you know much about medieval coins, but they had a piece of iron flat, and they had a divot in it, and they would pour the lead in that, or the silver in that, whatever it was, and then they would hit it with a mallet, and that mallet had engraved in it the head of Caesar. And that's why none of the coins were exactly the same, because if your hand moved a little bit, it was just a little off, but they still worked. And so with that dimensional paint, we made the head of Caesar on our coins. And then during the medieval fair, those classes that did medieval food, there was one who worked on bread and one that worked on, I don't know else. They stopped the high school from making mead, which is like the best thing in the world because no high school student needs to know how to make mead. Take it from me. Um, but they were able to buy bread and with their coin. It just was a fun thing, and the music teachers taught them medieval music, and that was playing in the background. I put on a white mob cap with a ruffle and a big apron and my old black stockings and big clunky shoes. And I took a basket and I put a doily in it and put apples in my basket. And I bent over and um, I would go along to different people and say, buy an apple from Apple Annie, only 5 pence. And, some of them would and some of them wouldn't. But, you got to get in the mood. But it was fun. And we did one on the Titanic. Now, there wasn't a whole lot that K3 could do. So what I and they were taking their nap at that time anyway. So I just took a big sheet of white paper and made a big red cross on it and hung that on the outside of our door. And we were the rescue station. We were the Red Cross station in case anybody got heat stroke. They could come in and lay down on one of our mats and cool off. But it was fun. Helen, in the UK, they can start nursery at age 2 for 3 days a week. You send all of yours. They start reception year at school at the age of 4. Education is so important. It is, Helen. And our educational system, I must say, is not the same as it used to be. Nessa, do you know how to make mead? I've never made it, never tasted it, but as I understand, it's a drink made with honey. Shirley Bean, I put my hook down so I could say Heidi ho to everyone. And there's my Tammy. Hello, Tammy. Welcome in. That's exactly why people homeschool. And you know what? If you are in a homeschool group, you don't have to face people saying, oh, homeschool kids are so stuck up and they're very shy and they never get out and deal with other people. Because you have a homeschool group and they are forced to get out and do other things with other people. And homeschool kids actually know how to look in people's eyes and say, hello, how are you doing today? And shake hands and be respectful. And I think it's a really good idea. Oh, a friend opened a local meadery. Now, Nessa, when you say local, what of the 50 states are you in? Sometimes I think I wish I had been born in Scotland or England, over there somewhere. Um, Helen is lurking and cooking. I think I would like to live in a small village and walk down to the pub once a week and have a cider or something. I think that would be fun. North Carolina. Oh, Nessa, you're not too far from me. I'm in North Florida. A local meadery. You're going to have to send me the address so when I come up that way, I'll have to look it up. How are we doing for time? We've got 6 minutes, y'all. Y'all. I have had such a lovely time today. It was, Helen, because each teacher, we were given the Sunshine State Standards, which we had to meet to be recognized as a Florida school and have accreditation. But our head of school was such that we were left to meet those Sunshine State Standards any way we wanted to, as long as the students could meet the Sunshine State Standards in the test at the end of the year. We were left to do whatever we wanted. Now, we were overseen. The third grade teacher oversaw the lower level. and there was an overseer for the middle school, and there was an overseer for the high school. But we were all I think all of the teachers were in one accord, and I think most of the teachers there didn't give a hoot about a salary at the end of the month. Our our reward was when the student got it. And I'm going to take 5 minutes to tell you another story I've probably already told you. Nessa says, I really loved visiting Ireland, Scotland, and the UK. Iceland and Spain. Switzerland was beautiful to visit, but I didn't do well living there. I have been to England. I've been to Ireland and Wales. I've been to France. I've been to Italy. I've been to New Zealand and Australia and Fiji. I've been to Austria and to Greece, and I loved it all. It was wonderful. Never made it to Scotland though. That was the last year I had an opportunity to travel, and it was the year my husband passed away, and I just wasn't I wasn't myself, and I knew that I would not be the best teacher leader to take those kids to Scotland, and someone else would do much better with a much better attitude, and so I reneged. I've never been to Mexico, but I was in Germany. I have to tell you that too, because I got 3 minutes. I was in Germany, but the bus driver drove to Germany on the highway, whatever they call that, a Bahn, and we got gas, and then he drove back into Austria. He says to the kids, now you can tell everybody you've been in Germany. So funny. Okay, and I forgot what I was going to tell you in the last 5 minutes. Somebody remind me. The Autobahn, yes, the Autobahn. There's Lydia. Hello, Lydia. Those teachers are special, aren't they, Rita? I'm 2 minutes away. See, Helen, I'm just going to have to come and visit you. All right, guys. Uh, it says 57 minutes in, so I've got 3 minutes to try and think of what I was going to tell you. Oh boy. You have to say a special thank you to those people who take care of their parents and their family because they're not able to. Zoila takes care of her mother. Stephanie looks after her father. Um, Rita takes care of her mom and her brother. Yeah, I didn't care whether I got paid or not. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. I had Indian students from India in my classroom, and concepts are so hard, same and different. And you can sing one of these things is not like the other, one of these things doesn't belong. Those are all foreign words to those kids. They don't know what that means. Same and different, same and different. Look, these are cups. They have handles. They're the same, but look, they're different. You same and different is a very difficult concept. And I tried and tried and tried and tried, and I couldn't get it. One of the other teachers said, don't use words, just say ding, 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 ding. These are the same. So I tried it. And you know what? One day, Swara said, Looky, Missy Cummings, ding ding. And I said, what? And she said, ding ding. And she points to her juice box and her friend's juice box. She said, ding ding. She didn't say same and different, but she knew they were the same. So she said ding ding. I got goosebumps on my arms. That was my reward. That was my payment for being in that classroom and all that hard work that I had getting over the concept of concepts. And it's 1 o'clock. I'm out of time. I love you very much. Remember, somebody loves you, and may God hold you in the palm of his hand until we meet again on Sit and Knit Friday. Love you guys. Gotta go.